Hello, this is Dr. Keith Miller, former president of the Pennsylvania Chiropractic Association, and I'm here talking to all of you because I have some good news and I have a favor to ask. So, what's the favor? Let's just start right there. I always hate when people go, "Hey, what can you do for me lately?" So, the reason I'm here is that on June 10th, which is a Tuesday, this June 10th, from 8 a.m. to 2 p.m., we are doing a legislative lobby day in Harrisburg. Now, what does that mean? What are we talking about? And once again, why do I need a favor from you? Well, good questions. The favor is I need you as a chiropractor to get dressed up, put on a tie. If you have a white jacket you love to wear to make yourself feel more doctory, whatever it is you want to do, but I need you looking sharp and I need you in Harrisburg on June the 10th. Now, why are we doing this? Well, we are meeting with lots and lots and lots of people in Harrisburg. We're going to have meetings to discuss our legislative efforts. And we're doing a press conference, and we want to have a whole lot of chiropractors all piled up over there. How do you get legislation passed in Harrisburg? It's pretty easy. You show up, you call them, you talk to them, you explain our very common sense legislation. We explain what's going on and why it hurts their constituents. There's 3 bills. Bill number 1, you all know about. It's the certified CA bill that will allow the restoration of you as the chiropractor to delegate therapeutic exercise, something that was taken away from you in the Cavoto versus State Farm case, when a rogue judge decided in that case to reinterpret our scope of practice and say that, hey, you could do the stim and the traction, but you can't delegate the exercise. And remember, you can't delegate it regardless of whether it's cash, insurance, or anything. It is against your scope of practice to be delegating that to a non-chiropractor in your office. And it doesn't matter whatever their letters are, you can't do it. It's just the way it is. You can't delegate exercise. You have to do it yourself. So we're trying to fix that, and we think we're going to get that passed this session if some of you will contact your representatives. If you can't make it on the 10th, we can send you information on how to contact your representatives in their local offices. It's literally 5 minutes out of your life if you're not going to come to Harrisburg, but we need you in Harrisburg to contact those people to get this done. Item number 2 is we have a copay bill coming out. That copay bill is going to do 2 things. Number 1, it's going to set your minimum reimbursement for all commercial insurance that they can't pay you lower than the Medicare going rate. So those nonsense $8.50 for therapeutic exercise, or the $21 they want to give you for a CMT of 3 to 4 regions, gone. So hopefully we'll get that done. We'll get that passed. But more importantly, what happens if they just raise the copay? Good question. That same copay and reimbursement bill is going to make sure that you can't charge more than 25% of the service as a copay. Because I don't know about you, but I've seen $100, $150 chiro copays in plans that have daily dollar maxes, where it's physically impossible to ever have that plan ever pay a single dollar after the deductible, after this, out of that. There's never a time that they will ever have any money that there is a co-payment from the insurance for. It's 100% patient responsibility. As far as I'm concerned, that is a scam where patients are buying something and they're not getting anything. So we're going to rectify getting paid better so you could do your job better, and to make sure the patients aren't getting scammed and paying for 100% of their services. The last one, and the most important one, is we are updating our scope of practice. And the scope of practice will be covering things like dry needling and concussion management and sports care and prenatal care and care of the care, all the things that a lot of us are doing. But we are worried that another road judge is going to come along just like an exercise and take that away from us. So this is why legislation is so important. Now, we're not going to be going into all the details of all these items on the legislative day. Our main focus on that day is getting a presence there, letting the legislators know who we are, sitting down with them, talking to them, getting to know you, creating a relationship. And the number one priority of that day is going to be the delegation of exercise. But this is our legislative agenda. And if you're watching this video and these three things talk to you, they make sense to me. I'm hearing them going, yes, we got to do that. And then you don't come to our legislative day and lobby day, and you don't pick up your phone call or email your local representatives. Guess what? It's not the insurance carriers that are the problem. It's not the MDs or the PTs or the XYZs that are the problem. If you are not going to lift a finger to call or type or to drive to be part of the solution, then you are the problem of why these things are not going the way you want them to be in Pennsylvania. So please help me, help the PCA, help yourself, help you and your patients by being part of the organized professional solution to make chiropractic better for both patients and chiropractors in the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania. The more involved you are, the more you get off of your proverbial sacrum and do something, the faster we'll get this done, the better your patients will get access to care, and the better you will be properly reimbursed for your services with less out-of-pocket expenses by your patients. So this is Dr. Keith Miller, former president of the PCA. Have you please get involved? I want you to take the link for this video. I want you to text it or email to a friend who might not be a member, or maybe it just went to their spam box. I want you to share this with every colleague you know, because at the end of the day, if we don't get involved, it's going to be another court case before you know it, and we're going to lose more rights because of rogue judges. This is why it's important. We got to do it now before you're all yelling at the PCA, why didn't you do something? And when you say, why didn't you do something, PCA, you should really hold up the mirror and say, why didn't I do something to protect myself? So hopefully we'll see you June 10th, Tuesday, 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. Bye, everybody. Oh, and before I forget, there's a contact link below to reach out for information, to find out, and to get involved for the legislative day below. Yeah, almost forgot that part there. Link below. All right, bye, everyone.